Hello and welcome to My Aesthetic is Witchy. I'm Celestino and today we will be doing a spring/autumn equinox meditation. Now the spring equinox up in the northern hemisphere or the autumn equinox down in the southern hemisphere marks the beginning of spring, of Aries season, and to coincide with it we have a new moon in Aries. So to begin with, find a position that is comfortable. It can be cross-legged, it can be kneeling, it can even be lying, although do be aware that lying may cause you to fall asleep. And try and keep your back up straight as much as possible to stop any stooping. Remember, we can get text neck from sitting down at a desk all day or sitting on our phone, so try and realign the spine, maybe give yourself a little bit of a stretch to freshen up your body and to feel energized. Remember, meditation is not here to make us feel sleepy and droopy. It is here to refresh us and to center us and to clear out our mind of any impurities and any clutter and noise that we find there. Now, you may close your eyes should you wish, but this is not essential. If you do not want to close your eyes, then I recommend focusing on a point in front, perhaps on the wall. Just focus your attention onto that point and listen to my voice as we go. So to begin with, let's just take a time to slow down and to stop. Let's pay some brief attention to anything around us, so perhaps some noises, perhaps any sensations. We may hear the noise of something outside, of cars, or maybe something inside like a fridge running or anything else that may be around you. We'll just focus on it and not react to it, just merely acknowledge it. And now let us draw our attention inwards towards ourselves. For now we will focus on our breath. So in and then out. Inhale, exhale. We do not need to slow down our breath or do anything with it, we just need to focus on it. By doing so, we will naturally slow down our breath anyway. Now that we have focused our mind onto our breath, let us try and elevate our attention upwards to the sky, to the stars up above us. Today, as the equinox marks the beginning of spring in the northern hemisphere or autumn in the southern hemisphere, this is the beginning of Aries season, the first sign of the zodiac, the first of the fire signs. Think of Aries as the spark, the fire, the spark that begins the cycle, that begins spring after the long darkness and cold of winter. Or down in the southern hemisphere marks the beginning of autumn, a time where the trees start to become alive with the colours of fire, with golds, reds, oranges. a different energy to the spring equinox, yet still an initiatory energy, showing the passion and the fire and the energy of Aries. As we focus our energy to Aries, let us try and emulate that force within us. This is a time where we can begin things, begin projects. This is a time where we will have bursts of energy, bursts of inspiration. We will feel passion. Aries, being the first sign of the zodiac, is also the youngest sign of the zodiac, a baby, the baby sign. Aries comes with it a childlike enthusiasm and a passion for anything around it, a wide-eyed wonder and a desire to explore and to have an adventure. Even if we do not have much Aries in our charts, we can still try and replicate that energy. It is an energy that sees the excitement in all things around it. Aries is an energy that doesn't think first, but decides to go for the action. Sometimes maybe too quickly, going head in, but if balanced, we can try and use that energy in our lives to explore and to grab whatever comes before us with vigor. As it is also the new moon in Aries, this gives us a very strong energy for both the sun and the moon are entering the cardinal fire sign. The new moon is the time for beginnings, for planting the seeds that will later grow and germinate 6 months later with the full moon in Aries. So what seed would you like to plant at this time? Where would you like to direct your passion to? What force or what event makes your heart come alive as though it's burning with the flames of joy, with the flames of life? What makes you feel truly alive? This can be what you can direct your energy to, the seed that you wish to plant. But just let us be aware at this time that the energy of Aries is very quick. It's like a spark, a volcano. It erupts. This can be very beneficial for us, for giving us that initial enthusiasm. However, we must be careful that it's not too short-lived, that we still are able to put the discipline into this project so it can go forward. And remember, we should direct our energy towards, and add this passion towards, productive means. A misdirection of this energy can result in anger, a temper that is short. The energy of Aries can be a very explosive one. It can be a short-lived anger, but a strong one nonetheless. Aries reminds us to think about ourselves and what do we want? What do we truly wish to do? Listen to your inner voice telling you what you want from life. For those of us people pleasers out there, Aries can remind us to stop worrying too much about what other people want if it comes at the expense of making ourselves happy. But of course, let's always remember not to take it too far. And we must still be aware of how we impact others, our effect on other people. This can be a time for honesty and for straight talking, which can be good for clarifying things and for communicating what we want and what we need. But it does run the danger of offending people. So let us use that honesty in a way that is productive, but still be aware of how it may impact those we communicate with. But above all, this should be a time of joy. We are seeing the end of winter. In the Northern Hemisphere at least, this is the time for rebirth. The time for the cycle to kickstart once again. Time for youth. And now let us just spend a few more minutes concentrating once again on our breath. Allow your thoughts to slow down, your mind to clear. The more you concentrate on your breath, the more your mind can slow down. Now, very slowly, let us draw our attention away from us into the room around us. Once again, we can notice any sounds, any physical sensations, even maybe sense the physical presence of walls and objects around us. If you had your eyes closed, then in your own time you're welcome to open them. And thank you very much for joining. Please stay tuned as I will be producing more videos once a month for each astrological season, and also more other types of videos outside of just astrology. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.